Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all, and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Come on in, welcome on in. Everybody, family is in the building. Come right on in. Yeah. So, we're going to talk about it, you guys. Let's talk about it. We still talking about Codi Bigsby, what's going on, all that. We got to get it in our hearts. We got to get it in our minds, what is to be expected and what's coming up. So I did talk with We Are Codi's Voice, Nancy, a little bit. Because I remember I told you guys I had a test to take and then I had to secure those tickets. So I went to Wichita State today. And if you was on Percussion, you see me there and secure those tickets because one of the tickets I didn't get and then they had to do some stuff. But I'm gonna put our invite in the channel. You guys copy it. And I'm going to talk a little bit. And these people, you know, if they want to come up and chit chat, they can. If they don't have to. But I prefer them to just come on up and chat about it or whatever. Because they are doing work down there, and you guys need to probably see them. So when you see the face, you know who they are instead of you like, "Yeah, I know who they are." And but anyway, they had a search for Codi this weekend. You guys, it was August the 6th. Am I right? 6th, 7th. Today's the 8th. Yeah, August the 6th. They had a Codi search. They had the military vets, or some of them was active. I don't know if all of them was vets. But, they come out and help search for Codi, any signs, anything. And here's the thing, you never know what you're going to find. They were just out helping. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, let me tell you something. When people think that they own something, run something, you know what I'm saying? Other people get mad when other people come in to help search. It's not yours to delegate who can come help, whatever. So you're gonna see a lot of picking and fighting and fighting and that's why some people be like, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So be very careful. Okay, we got family in the building. They ain't showing their face, but they here. All right. Hey, Cassie.
Hi, I look a hot mess. That's why I was like, I am not going to put my video camera on right now. I'm still exhausted from this weekend. That's why. We were out there with the bugs and everything. It was not cute. But we did it.
Okay. So did you have a good turnout?
Oh, you know what? The fellowship with everyone was wonderful. To be there with the common goal of Codi, that was just amazing. And to make connections within Hampton, with former military and active, they were awesome. They came in as a group, kind of shook the ground, rolling up, and gave me chills. So, I mean, they were just awesome. And they had the military intel, so kind of just told us to stand out and whatnot, because I haven't searched before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because I live in North Carolina, so I've driven up there twice now, but I haven't been on an active search before, so that was nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know you was from North Carolina, so you drove all the way up there so you could participate in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I figure, my husband was like, "Look, you can help from social media too, but don't you want to go in person too?" And I was like, yeah, because I've made friends through Codi's case and everything. And it was nice for me. I'm a mom of 4 to just get away and do something, that I've put work into outside of just being mama,
Right. Yeah.
So,
now, so you guys started at one. I'm sorry. What did you say?
We had a great time. It was just real hot.
Yeah, I bet it was. Now, okay, so they came up and did y'all find anything?
The only thing, we were at like the little edge of where the water is, and it's very swampy right there, murky water, and you had like all these little tiny crabs, and there was a mound of bones, but we called the military guys over there, and they verified that they were animal.
Okay.
So that was the only thing. I can't differentiate that. I didn't know. We just, when we came across it, we just froze still like we planned. Don't touch nothing. Don't move anything. Just call over and ask an expert,
Wow. That was scary, wasn't it?
Yeah, that set me off a little. I've already suffered from anxiety. So, I was like, Lord, why did I add it? Please tell me. Even if it wasn't Codi and it was somebody else's remains, just that thought in your head really messes with you,
Yeah, because there's other people right now missing from up there that they're looking for. So it could have been anything.
Right. It really looked like, that bone that's like right in your throat, that short, stubby, like would be like a throat bone, maybe like short and stubby right there on your neck. Like just the neck bone is what it looked like.
Okay.
And then like a little bit like stick little looking ones, but they look very small. It didn't almost look like it would have been impossible for it to be a human, if that makes sense, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Malcolm Extra, how you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Let me see. We got Malcolm Extra over here, and we got South Carolina King in the building. Okay. So did anything else happen as far as so did y'all eat?
Yeah. So we just gathered together first, and everybody met at the tent at the apartments where Cody's fence is.
Okay.
We took a couple pictures. There was a news reporter that interviewed us before we set out on the search. You know, we had maps printed out for everybody so that we could fan out into teams. There were some people that we didn't know who came, and we got to know them through the course, like during and after the search, because there were a few of us that just stayed under the shade and just kind of chit-chatted with each other at the end, you know?
Okay. So there was new people.
Yes, faces that we hadn't seen before, for sure.
Okay. Wow. Okay, good.
And then there was only one kid that was like, I think he was probably like 17, which he looked like old enough to be out in the search. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was worried. I was like hopeful that nobody would bring like their younger kids, you know, just because the heat index was like, I think Nancy said it was like 103.
Right.
And we did have, Nancy even had to use her inhaler at one point. We had 2 people that had to stop searching just because the heat was real bad. We didn't do the whole duration of time like we had planned because it just wasn't set up. The elements were real rough.
Okay. All right. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, Amari. Congratulations, Amari. Corin up. There's cores in the house. There's a core in the house. Amari, you go, girl. Y'all say congratulations to Amari.
Congratulations.
So you guys searched in did y'all go anywhere else? Did y'all just have that designated place and search? Did you guys go anywhere else, or did anybody have any information you know that that they shared, or what's coming up to be, or
There
anything?
wasn't really anything except like we all talked about our own theories and stuff like that. And that's about it. We just did, I mean, everybody spoke their opinions at one point, like their theories and stuff like that. We did pray before we started as a group too. And we had water and whatnot, like little light snack, like little chips at the booth just in case people needed to get hydrated and whatnot. But there was no drama, that I can say. Like there was nothing left field that came from the events on the search. Like everybody was working together wonderfully. You know, we didn't know with it being an open invite who all was going to show up, you know?
Right.
So
But it was good. There was enough people there, and okay. So somebody saying somebody came from Sportervania or something.
yes.
Is it
We don't know.
Sportervania?
I don't know. See, the only weird thing is, and I don't even know if Nancy wants me to say this or not. So I need her to put it. I don't know. She knows what I'm talking about, but I don't want to because we saw somebody there that we didn't know, and apparently they were just being a little shady. I guess trying to get content on us, but didn't ask us. You know what I'm? What do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they were trying to get footage of us like sneakily without like being like, hey, can we record you? And we didn't know until I got back to Nancy's that they were recording us.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, and I forgot about like people will just do that just I guess to trying to get some inside scoop or whatever. But I would have said so either way. It's just more like the concept of like have the respect to ask, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, people do that now, but there's really nothing we can do about it. I mean, we can tell them to not to, but you know, when you're out in public, guess what? They can do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I didn't know that was so until one time I was in a situation. I was like, "Hey, this person's recording me," and the police was like, "So."
Because you're out in public. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so what? I was like, I don't want them to. They was like, we can't tell them what to do with their phone, you know. So,
Right. That's
so
like when Nancy went to the conference, like she was allowed to use her phone,
right,
you know?
right. So you know, yesterday we were on Pecosha, and it's usually a group of us on Pecosha. It's not too many, but you know, on Sunday nights we hang out on Pecosha, and we usually do close to 5 to 10 hours, all between 5 to 10 hours on Sunday night. And it's basically almost like we do a grind and we just go over stuff. Did you know that the chief of police had a couple of things that I think a lot of people either forgot, they never did hear, or they just took it in, they just, they took it to mean something else. I want to share a couple of those things with you, and then we're gonna keep on going.
All right.
One thing the chief of police was saying is they wasn't done arresting everyone.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay.
There were more there. He said there would be.
Uh-oh. We lost her. Hopefully she comes back. Hopefully she comes back, you guys. Okay. So I want to share those things with you guys. If she comes back, we let her right on in. So that's one of the things that a lot of people didn't hear that before. Yeah, there she is. All right, you okay? I don't hear you. Your mic is off.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
Okay.
I said, "Oh my God!" It pulled me out all the way back to the beginning of the chat.
So yeah, okay. So you were saying that you remember him saying that they was not done arresting.
Right, more arrests to follow.
Yeah. So just hearing that again, or hearing it, and I was like, I never heard that before. But yeah, that was sad that a lot of people didn't catch. And then he also, once one of the reporters asked him, and I'm just saying they asked him about the mother, and they said that they're not excluding her. It's just the focus is on the father.
Right. I see. That's the thing. Like everybody keeps saying, like the mom's been cleared, but they didn't specifically say she is no longer a suspect anymore. Like the wording of it was bizarre.
Right.
You know. So I
Right.
don't think they've necessarily. I feel like she's like 80% out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we'll see that 20% pop up when this starts getting geared up. But
Right.
I've always had a feeling that there's going to be 3 people that end up involved in like being prosecuted for their involvement in Codi's disappearance or alleged death, you know?
Oh, really? You think it's going to be 3, huh?
3. That's I've always thought 3 because Cody's dad's already in jail. So, he's the only primary suspect. And
but
typically
yeah, but
people have help.
He's only in jail for the abuse of the other siblings. We ain't even got to the Codi part yet.
Yeah. But I always wonder, most people always have an accomplice or something, like people help them.
Yeah, but they got, somebody asking me to say, what 3 do she think it is? Miss Didi asking, what 3?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, everybody has an opinion. I don't think it's 3. I think it's going to be 2 with a possible, I know we ain't playing spades or whatever, but 2 with a possible would be mom, dad, and then the sister.
That's what you think?
I think the sister knows and she's helped covering it, but the
Right.
mom and dad for sure. I believe mom 100%. I mean, and I've always, and I've always thought that's just my opinion. I don't know, Um,
Yeah.
I might share something if I could find it on my phone, but I wanted to give everybody a reason why I thought it was 3. But we might just do that. I might find it on my phone. We might just do that. Hmm.
Yeah. Because I
Well, so
tend
what
to
3 do
agree.
you think
I
it
tend
is?
to agree with you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Those 3?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
do. I do.
So let me ask you this question. And then there was, I think it was Major Tam and Nancy was doing an interview or something. Or they were, well, I guess they wasn't doing an interview, but they were doing a live or something.
Yeah.
And I love that live. I finally got to see Major Tam, and she had my adrenaline going. I can feel her. And she was like, "Mama's gonna roar again about their babies," and
Yep.
I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I get chills every time because she was mad. She was one hot mad mama, and so they were on the live, and there's something that she said, I think it was her. She said and what she said was that, and this was
That's the
not
day of conference, right?
this, yeah, this is right after the conference. And the conference was, what date was the conference? July the 15th. I think it's July 15th. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it was the 15th.
So July the 15th, she said, Codi, this is not about Codi being missing 5 months ago. Codi's been missing 8 months ago. And she said something about Amina said it and the family said it. And I was like, where's what? I haven't been able to. Do you know anything about that? I mean,
Um, there was somebody within the case, directly in the case, who had slipped and said something to that extent about 8 months as opposed to 6, right? I do believe, yeah. I just don't remember who said that.
oh, is it
Was
just
it
a
the attorney?
person? It
I
wasn't
think
no official.
it wasn't in the conference, I don't think. Was it? Maybe a reporter, I think, had asked. He's been missing for 8 months, and nobody denied that, though.
Okay, well, okay. It was said at the press conference.
Right.
Yeah, really? It was
Yeah.
said at the press conference?
I can't remember who. Maybe it was Rhoda. Somebody asked or somebody answered and stated 8 months.
All right. Hey, sexy royalty. How you doing? Thank you for the hearts and the hee. Okay. That's strange. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I mean, but I thought everybody was kind of going off the thought of that anyways, based off of like when they switched to like, have you seen him before Thanksgiving, you know?
Okay. Well, I wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why I strongly believe and he's been gone longer. And who knows?
Like longer than 8 months.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I hadn't said anything, but and there's other people that know this information, but this is probably gonna be everybody else's first time hearing it. But I'm gonna put it on out there because I got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. You can't take it away. So it's there. You can go run and hide or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so you remember when some of the groups was getting upset and angry and people went out on their own and they were looking for information. And
yeah.
Okay, so even though a lot of people gets angry with social media, you can
Yeah.
find
Oh yeah.
a lot of stuff out on social media
Yeah.
if you do the research. And there was Nancy, and I had told the people, okay, she has brought me some good information. She's not my soul, she's not my best, but what I'm saying on this case here, she has came up with some good ideals and information, and
Yeah.
I applaud her every time because she's on it. And I was telling that other group, why are you guys kicking her? Why y'all kicking her out, or why you don't
Right.
like it? Because she's got good information, and you guys, you ain't gotta like somebody, but
To
you
work together.
maybe come together, you guys, and figure it
Mm-hmm.
out. You ain't gotta
Yeah.
like each other. So, um, so we had got together, and and I never really even said too much about it, but this is right after the mom was dancing on TikTok and all this other stuff, because that she found that. Okay.
I saw that.
Yeah, I
That was the
didn't.
day that he was presumed, like they said that he was presumed deceased.
Yeah, yeah, April the 5th. April the 5th.
That's just an odd time to be dancing.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to tell you guys what it is. If you guys want to know, do you want to know what it is? Because you might know, but you may not know what I'm talking about. Do you want to know what it is, Cassie?
Yes.
Do you want to know?
Yeah. Oh no.
Because see, you keep trying to say the last time me and we talked, and you had my attention for about 2-3 hours early in the morning, and then you turn around and said they sold him, and I said, "Girl,
That's
I ain't
because
even
I'm
gonna
going
say
through
what I
every
said to you."
theory that everybody's thrown at me, every kind of theory. I've heard it all, And
Yeah,
so it gets jumbled in your mind. Like, I don't freaking know what to believe at this point. I really don't. It's just everybody's saying this and that. And it's too hard to gauge until I know more information. I wish the police would give some kind of update.
right. Fact said, Tiny, all distraught in news interview. Are you working right now? What's up? Okay, so B says, please, SP, go ahead. Yeah, I know y'all like to come in here and get the stuff people share. She said, and Annette said, tell it. Okay, I will tell it. I'm not going to show you my receipts, but trust and believe there are receipts here, and you guys will understand. All right, Renew, thank you for becoming a mini fan. Okay, so while we were doing, going through some things, Nancy had, like I said, she was going through some things, looking for stuff, and she came to me and she said, "Hey, SP, what do you think about this?" So I can't take the credit, okay? I mean, but it's some good stuff. So so she and it's weird because they're in our we did a visual for Codi, right?
Yeah.
An individual, we had this little thing where, Codi, we playing um a prayer, and Cody's face is kind of move a little bit or whatever. Everybody
Uh-huh.
think I everybody think I did that. I didn't do that. I found that on Facebook. Somebody else done that, and I
I
thought it was.
did that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's, see what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm coming together. So somebody else did that. I just found it and said, "Oh, that is so cute." Let
Because
me
it was good to see him smile, and
yeah,
his face move.
and his face move. So is there an app that you had to go get to make
Yes.
do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let me break this down. Everybody listen, I'm not going to say this but once. Don't come back. Don't call me. Don't come for me because I don't want to hear it. Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is, you guys. Okay. And this is why I believe without a doubt, okay, nobody tell me nothing else, that the mama is involved and mama knew that the baby was going a long time ago. Okay, so now everybody knows, and I'm glad you were the one that made that because I had to tell everybody. I didn't make that. I found it. I thought it was nice. I just made it a little longer, and it was just so cute to see, like you said, his
Thank
face
you.
and his face and stuff move. Okay, so there's an app that you have to download to get that to happen or whatever. So here's the thing. So, after Nancy had found that, Nancy, she calls me up, she texts me and she says, hey, I can't remember what all the exact words were, but she says, is this strange to you? How many kids? This was at the beginning. So Nancy was like, how many kids did the mama, her name is Dana, or Dana, something like Dana. Dina, how many kids did she lose or whatever? And I told her, okay, she's got that child that we found. We were the first ones on that, but that's the only thing we did. That the child that
Thank you.
committed suicide, and then Cody. So the mother, listen, I know you probably heard this, but let me get on into it, you guys. So the mother was on another live, and I think the lady was on TikTok. I believe she was on TikTok. The woman was on TikTok. She had lost her kid. Her kid was a teenager. It was a tragedy. She had a hard time dealing with it.
Right.
And somebody spoke to her about the app that you can download to take the picture of her loved one and have them either sing a song or move their lips, and
Right.
you can see them for the last time. So the woman, she went and done this. This is another woman on TikTok. So the woman went and done this, and she was like, it was bitter, but it was sweet, but it was good, but she just boo-hooed and cried. But she was so happy to see her child move and just look like they were still there or whatever. And so she was explaining it on TikTok. Guess who was in this woman's room watching her and explain everything? It was Dina, Cody's mother. This was back in June, July of 2021. Okay, everybody with me? You with me, Cassie?
21 or 22?
21. 2021. This happened. Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
Everybody in the live, everybody with me, put a 1 in the chat. Please put a 1 in the chat so I can move on. If everybody understand what I just said, because I don't want people come back, ask me 50 million questions like y'all didn't understand what I said, because like I said, I'm only going to say it once. So everybody understand. It was another woman, that child died, and she downloaded this app and she got to see her son body move, face move, or whatever. And Cody's mother was in her live comforting her. July 2021. Okay, everybody here. So the woman was like, it was good to see how my child moved. And she said it's good, but it was bitter, but it's sweet. But Cody's mother texted her. Cody's mother now texted her and said, I just downloaded this app last night on my sons.
Plural.
Apostrophe S. She said on my sons. Apostrophe S.
Wow.
And I was like, apostrophe S. And I was like, who makes the mistake to say? And so some people was like, well, maybe she did 2 pictures. No, she didn't say she got the download pictures. She didn't say pictures. She said the plural was with the sons. She said the apostrophe S. Everybody understand what I just said?
Right.
She said this July 2021.
And she had lost a 12-year-old prior.
She lost a 12-year-old, but that's a son. That's not a son's.
Right.
And so you got to do some work to put apostrophe S there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't just automatically come out with apostrophe S.
That's
When
wild. I
you
can't believe
know
she
what I'm
did
saying?
that.
Yeah, she did do that. She did that. And I'm like, you know what? That is crazy.
In 2021
And July, it was June or July. I'm pretty sure it was June
of last year.
of last year, of 2021. She wrote that comment to the woman, and she says, yeah. She says, I know, something like, yeah, I know, it's very comforting. I just did this on my sons last night.
Oh.
She said apostrophe yes. She
Then
didn't.
that app has that then.
Huh?
That app should have it then.
That app should have it. I don't know what app it is. There's more than one app though.
That app would have it if it's Cody or if it's that, or they would have the copy of both that she made.
Exactly. Not only that, it's just that she spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what app the young lady had, because like I said, if you want to know your ABCs, there's more than one app to get to know your ABCs. There's a million of them. So, but I didn't pay so much attention to go with what app, but she did. She made the comment and said, I just downloaded this app last night on my sons. And you know what? That stuck with me, and can't nobody tell me nothing else. That's why mama is not all excited. That's why mama is not sitting there going like, oh my goodness.
Because any grief has been processed a year ago too, like begun. She's starting to adjust to normal life at this point.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, there's other stuff, but that is one of the things that I didn't share that with nobody.
Right.
I ain't even really, I never did after Nancy and I had spoke on it, because I went and looked and got to going through some things. I just didn't want to put the mother out there like that. But
Right.
because everybody was thinking, OSP, you just always on this mama, OSP. Because I was already like,
I don't know. People in the chat saying apostrophe S is possessive to one.
That's all it is. It
Was
could
there
only
no
be,
apostrophe?
it was apostrophe S. It wasn't like son is. You can do son, apostrophe S.
Two photos.
Either, no, it can, some people thinking two photos, but it doesn't mean two photos. Apostrophe S means on the son. If it was on the photos, it would have said photos, apostrophe S, not on the son. The son is the apostrophe S. I mean, now English is English. English ain't gonna change.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? People sitting there saying sons, picture maybe. No, if it was the picture would have said, the picture would have been the apostrophe S. Now you guys act like y'all ain't went to elementary. She didn't use it as my son's. Okay, September says my son's photo. My sons. No, that was not the sentence. You making a sentence for it. It wasn't used in that. No, it wasn't used like that.
Steve, why don't you do a vote in the poll in the chat and see who
I don't.
thinks it's plural?
No, I don't have to, because I know English, girl.
I know you know what, but some people are not.
I don't let somebody else make up some English for me. In the way that she said it, she said sons, not somebody in there. These are people I have never ever seen before is now putting something in the chat. They're saying,
I hear you.
Yeah, these is not family. See what I'm saying? These is people they've never, I think I know this one, but I'm not for sure. But when you, and then that's what the one person told me before. They was like, maybe she means more more photos.
Right.
It doesn't say apostrophe S on the photos.
Do we have a copy of that at all?
Have a copy of what? Yeah.
That live stream?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I had seen that. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, see, this is what people, this was not up for, like, okay, you can take it or you can leave it. It wasn't up for debate. This is something I had actually seen for myself.
Yeah.
I know English, and it's hard for someone to type in sons, meaning picture, when sons is in the way that she used the word.
Right.
So, I mean, you would have to go find it yourself or whatever and figure it out. But like I said, this was why I believe, without a doubt, that the mother is not mourning. I believe without a doubt. See what I'm saying? This is what gets people in a lot of trouble, and then they go, "Oh, I don't understand." No, I'm standing on what I believe. See, no poll. I understand a lot of people ain't seen this, and they can figure out, but it's not going to change what I believe when I read it and I seen it. That I didn't say she did anything. I'm just saying she knew her child had been home.
I agree with Miss Tina. She said it's SP's opinion, don't have to be yours.
Right. And it, you know, it just got me like, hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. This is SP.
Hey, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Cassie.
Hi.
Cassie, you have that.
I have it.
Yes.
I have so much content. I don't even know. It's. I'll have to filter back through.
You need to go back. You need to go way back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, you know, like some people could take it one way because, you know, especially here's what people don't understand that I understand. Being in my shoes, I see a lot of misspells. I see a lot of mispronunciation when it comes to social media. So when I read it and get it or whatever and just go through, I just didn't go and look at it and go, oh, this is what I think. I went back on some other stuff. So I know the mama understands English and she didn't use it in a bad way. And then see, here's the thing. See, people want to pick at you and say, well, maybe it means this, maybe because they want you to bring them some more information, which I do. Right. But I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, they can believe it or not believe it. It's up to them. I don't care. I'm just telling everybody why I believe that that's one of the reasons, and that ain't even the biggest reason. But that's just one of the reasons why I say this mama, she done already mourned. She done already mourned.
Yeah.
And that's just what I believe. Now, and I also believe that if I'm thinking in the future, they might not be able to can go back that far because you need evidence, but they may be able to go back a couple of months. You understand what I'm saying? So even if they just go back a couple of months and say, okay, well, he reported the child missing in January, but we only got evidence that because somebody said that they seen the child back in May or June, which could have been the brother or whatever. But since they can't argue that and come up with facts or evidence that it was or it wasn't him, they have to stick with what they know, which is November, December, and say, well, the baby been gone since 8 months. I can understand that. And I believe that's how that's going to happen. But that child, I truly believe that child been gone since June and July.
It was Miss Philly G. It was a boy. She was asking if it was a son or a daughter that she lost previous.
Right.
It was a son, right?
Right.
Yeah, I know it's hard because like when you do come across stuff, people, I've had stuff that I've come across, and then people have gotten in full blown arguments with me over. So, you know, it's their
Yeah,
choice if they want to believe it or not. You know, at the end of the day, that's on everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
I don't even waver on what I believe, because when I believe something, it's not just that one thing
Yeah.
that I looked at. It's more than just that. It's this. And then I sit back and I wait until everything come together. And then I go, you know what? This mama gonna get arrested. And so when everybody get mad and say, SB, you doing this, you know what? I just sit back.
We said that on the search actually, because after we wrapped up and everything, we were talking about that we hadn't heard about no searching over in the mom's area whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, because
So guess where we're going?
where?
We going to DC.
When is it?
We're going to do this probably late September.
Late September.
Okay, wow. Late September. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because nobody, I haven't heard of any, community search out there. And even if law enforcement did search out there, they wouldn't tell us. You know, that's
Right.
their info. So,
Well,
maybe the whole thing is like jokes on us because you're looking in the wrong state, man. Like, that's what I think.
like she's like, you know what? The mom family, to be honest with you, these people, like, people thinking that this was well planned or something. And people, they if it wasn't planned, which I don't believe any of it was planned, to be honest with you. I don't believe that they just going and doing as they will. When people know, there's more people than just Corey that knows about this. It's just that
Right.
they've done already took the fit. They're not talking.
Because that's their legal right, too.
But I mean, it only takes one thing. It's almost just like, a woman in labor. It only takes one water to break, and it all will come out, and we will all know.
I think that's why people, you think about how everybody's cool as a cucumber, kind of just not mentioning Cody's name, right?
Right,
Nobody. And they're just sitting back kind of like unbothered. And it's got to be because it's a needle in a haystack already, but we're looking under the wrong one.
right, right. And and the one thing that it everybody thinks, okay, when something happens to a child, not, you know what? Because at first it was hard for me to really realize, with this man leaving his kid for 6 hours. But now, after keep going over and over stuff, I believe that 6 hours wasn't nothing
Right.
compared to what he do, because he, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what doesn't make sense too, though, because we were trying to figure it out, right? He only got that U-Haul from the lot and pulled it out 6 miles. That's it. So he didn't go anywhere with, even though the scent was hit on that U-Haul, he must have had, like, Cody went somewhere else. He must have met up with somebody or something. Because you don't go anywhere, that's still in Hampton, 6 mile radius.
Corey.
Yes. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. Well, okay. So
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, soldier girl. Okay, so you know that the mom, I mean, not the mom, but the sister, right?
Yeah.
So she's on the U-Haul, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the sister was with him when he got the U-Haul. So was the kids with them when they got the U-Haul?
They had to have driven 2 different cars. They had to drive to the U-Haul. So there's 2 vehicles.
Right.
The U-Haul in somebody else's car.
Right. So was the kids with them when they got the U-Haul?
That's the question.
Okay, so what day did they get the U-Haul? The day before, right? The
Yep.
29th. The 29th.
29th.
So was the kids with them? Was the kids with them on the 29th?
That hasn't came out.
Okay.
That's there.
The lady from U-Haul never mentioned the kids.
But she was there at the court.
Because they've been summoned to be part of the case, right?
But they didn't say nothing about the U-Haul in the kids.
I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, so here's the thing. And that was the 29th, right? So there's more charges going to come up.
Oh, yeah.
The sister had to have taken the U-Haul and Corey took her car.
Why you say that?
I mean, because they must have had to have a meeting place to go and meet to somewhere else. Like that was specifically designed for what? For 6 miles or 6 mile radius. That I just think that they definitely swapped vehicles. I don't know if she was driving or he was driving.
She probably drove him to the U-Haul place. They were in there. They probably signed the paperwork. She had to show her ID, sign the paperwork, and he drove the U-Haul back to the house.
Right.
And then she probably went on down back to Maryland. And then
Potentially with Cody.
And then here's the funny thing. Okay, so he was supposed to be up and moving that very day on January 31st, right?
Because his lease was up, right?
Okay, so the U-Haul came on January 30th. Right?
Yes.
U-Haul was there January 30th.
The 30th. Okay, so
Yes, he reported Cody that morning. See, now they're saying that the time frame has changed on when he reported him.
nah, he reported on the 31st.
No, I'm saying the time. The actual time. I'm saying now he reported him at 7.
No, he reported him at 9.
Correct. That's what I thought.
He reported him at 9. He didn't report at 7 because at 7:18, one of the neighbors said he heard, I think it was 7:18 or 7:48 or something like that. It was 7 something. And don't quote me on the minutes, but the 7 hour, I do remember. The neighbor said those kids was up and making noise already.
Wow. That same day.
Yeah. And this is why they were looking for Cody. The neighbor was, when they were looking for Cody and they went live, the news station went live on Facebook. The neighbor was on Facebook commenting about what he knew that same day, January the 31st.
This is the same neighbor that just up and disappeared too, right?
I don't know. I found out what his name was, but I'm not going to try to contact him or nothing.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. No.
I don't know if it's the same neighbor because
I know somebody just, we never heard from him again. He had moved out.
I wouldn't have let nobody hear from me either. Because
the neighbor was a pedophile.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
He was like a convicted pedophile.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing because see, there's a neighbor that came on national news TV, and he showed on Facebook, you guys, we had the video. If you guys remember, he let one of the YouTubers, or not YouTuber, but TikTokers come into his house and show his house, and he lived right next door. So here's the thing. So, because y'all said that he was a pedophile, the next door neighbor, and this is why I don't really speak on it, is because this person lived right next door. We had the video, and we got to see what the house inside layout
look
is.
like.
I didn't actually.
I remember that. I feel like I
took
remember
it
that.
down from it now, but it was still up. I think I can unblock it. But the neighbor, even when he went in the closet, he had kids' clothes in there. If he was a pedophile, he couldn't have kids' clothes in there. I mean, there would not be kids at his house.
Right.
He could not be around kids if he was a pedophile. You see what I'm
It
saying?
would have to been in a certain distance.
Exactly.
Not next door.
His girlfriend have kids. He can't be there. So
right.
that's why I just, this person that was next door either had kids. They had kids because I seen little boy clothes in the closet.
Or it's just weird.
And it wasn't just like one or two outfits. He had little boy clothes and toys in the house.
Oh. Mm. See, that's like a potentially really dangerous thing because you think these kids were left alone and you have this man who's like, hey, I have toys. And like they just think that that's like a cool neighbor or something. I hate to think that that was ever the case, you know? But that happens frequently. I feel like, but these registered sex offenders shouldn't even be able to get an apartment within proximity like that then.
Well, they can't tell them. We got family member Cole says he had another neighbor that was a lady, but this has always been a man that spoke.
Right. I
The
gotta
one on
hop down
TikTok
and
that
see. I
spoke,
gotta get my
the
kids
one
a
on the
dinner.
news that spoke was a man also.
Right. That's what I thought too.
Patricia
I
says,
never heard about a woman. I never heard about a woman.
Me either.
I'm gonna hop down. I gotta get my kids dinner ready. SP. I thank you for having me though.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Bye.
Bye. Man, I needed to speak on her about some more stuff, you guys, but it is running late. As is that South Carolina? King
North Carolina
is in the building. Yeah. The neighbor that the lady she did an interview with the news. I was talking about the man that did the interview with the news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a man that did an interview with the news, but there were also a man that did an interview with a TikToker, and he showed his whole layout, right next door of the house. Yeah.
See, I didn't see the TikToker. I know I seen that.
This is before the news. This is before the news got a hold of the man, and he turns around and says, all the kids always, hear the kids. He want the kids to go outside and play. The kids, like kids had the all upstairs by themselves.
Yeah.
And he would bang and tell them, let him go outside. He said he seen the kid. He said he had a pamper on standing on the dresser one time, and the kids was waving. I think the kids was asking, like help us, like they were in jail. And here's something else that I don't know if you heard this, but when a news reporter had asked Mark, how was the children doing? Mark said, they're now thriving.
Correct.
And that tells me when we hear the word thrive in the medical world, if the kids wasn't thriving before, they were very, very neglected. It's like, it's either they were born that way, and if they wasn't born that way, then there's a lot of abuse, like not feeding them, not cleaning them, not giving them a bath, not getting them their shots, not putting them to bed, just not like they were just animals, like stick them in a room, here you go.
Yes.
And they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to read, they still in diapers or whatever. And so when he said the children are thriving now, I thought, what the heck?
It's sad.
So that makes me think two things. One is something happened prior, and two, the thing is this man was still trying to have his life, and he don't have the girlfriend no more.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he got ready to get up and leave, he just put the kids upstairs, locked the door, and then he goes and come back whenever. And they don't know when he's there or not. The kids can't even tell you, daddy here, daddy not here, because they don't know. He locked the door and he gone. And that's what the man next door was saying. It's like they'd never seen an adult come in and go out, you know?
Nope. But he said that he did knock on the door.
At one time.
Yes.
At one time, and he opened up the door.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
No, he
cracked it, you know,
and said, "I'm sorry."
Right. Just that one time.
Yeah.
I am like, I'm at a complete loss here. You know, I'm still trying to dig and trying to find stuff, but I can't dig but so far.
Right.
You know, so, I mean, I don't know, SP.
Well,
I think these children needs an attorney for them.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Yeah. I just, at first, I didn't want to believe that Corey was that, like he just had, and that's what you call no disregard to life.
Right.
Because I can't see a doctor saying all three of these kids' femur bone is broke, so that's disregard to life. I can see them all failing the scale and scope of everything in life at their age, and that's disregard to life because, okay, you treat them like an animal. You lock them up. You don't even treat a dog like that.
No, you don't. I mean, my dog runs around all day long. I don't care if she pees or poops in here or not. I'm going to pick it up because she don't know no better. It's just like them youngins. They don't know better.
Right. And,
being left at home alone, wondering, how am I going to eat? How am I going to drink,
Right. And Amina, she turned around and said that she was going, last week, she was going to do a press conference. And she ain't came on and did no press conference. She just told us a ball face.
Not one press conference. And if you want to see the Commonwealth TV, you have to pay for a subscription.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This is Nancy talking. Hey, Remy, thank you for becoming a core fan. Somebody on Pecosha was asking who was that talking.
Oh, I see. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they all know. I believe that it's the dad, the sister, and I think the cousin may have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Mom, and mom. Everybody says 3, but that cousin, I don't know.
So you have to pay to watch it.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for a subscription to TV Unleashed.
Well, I guess she did really actually get something with Unleashed, but I think that's why everybody's mad, because the main people that came in here running, and I think they're upset because they've been kicked a little bit to the curve, but they came in here very aggressively and not knowledge, you can't come in and you want peace and order, but you got all this anger and vengeance and malice in you, and you're like, I want peace, I want order. You want answers, then you got to ask and speak to people. You can't start hollering, throwing them underneath the bus, not letting them speak, coming in there with bull. I don't know.
Right.
That gets, you're basically getting attention, but you're getting the wrong kind of attention.
All right.
And so a lot of people like me, myself, even if I wanted to join a person of that nature, because I do think that sometimes you do need that aggressiveness, but not in everything you need that aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't join it because if I ever go to jail, I lose my license.
Correct.
And now I can't eat. I can't pay my bills.
Nope.
Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Jennifer Nobles is in the building. What's going on? Remy, how you doing? I see you done came in here. And Gabriel. So
I'm gonna hop down too, SB, so other people can.
Alrighty. Thank you.
I'm watching though.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The wrong motive, wrong kind. Well, everybody has their way of doing things. And so I don't really I don't have to agree with what they say, and they don't have to agree with me, right? They don't have to. But I think that, if you do one thing and get the attention, okay, I'll be like, okay, they got some attention. But I'm going to tell you guys something, and I want you guys to really pay attention, because I said this once before. I said it on the California City Boys, because people kept on sending me information talking about, SP, look at this. This is a person going back and forth to the car or whatever. I had to tell them to stop. Don't text me no more. Don't give me no more information. Them kids didn't come up missing in California City. They came up missing in the other town, in Bakersfield. I don't want to hear it. That day didn't really even exist. That's just a show. And they'd be like, now, see, she tripping. Whatever. I didn't want to hear it no more. Because here's the thing. There were so many people make me think that the kids could be still alive. That this person seen the kid, this person driving down the street or whatever. And yes, they're all, they'll talk until they turn blue in the face. And then you questioning the people and you're looking at because when a child come up missing, everybody's a suspect. I don't care. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at the people and you're wondering if they lying to you. You don't know. And people sit back, and then when things get heated, they go run and hide, and you standing there by yourself with their lie that they want you to keep, that venom that they want you to put out there. And like I said, you know what, you guys, you have to understand, if you want the truth, that all that the scenario, like, maybe, and I'm just going to use this as example. I'm not talking about anybody, but, oh yeah, he sold the kids or something. Like, no, don't come to me with that. I don't want to hear that. I wish that was something that I can even enter in my mind, but it can't. You know what I'm saying? They don't go selling black little babies with drug problems, okay? You can go get them all day. Trust me, there's 50 million kids that you don't even need a high school diploma, that you can go to the classes and you can adopt. Anybody can. You ain't got to go sell no kids. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get off of here, and Codi is a cute little baby. He is. And it just bothers me that, like I said, we stayed on Pecosha last night for 6 hours, you guys, 6 hours, from 5 o'clock until 11:30. So actually that's 5.5 hours. But we put in a lot of work. And sometimes even if we put in 6-7 hours, we only get 2 or 3 items out the whole thing. But, family comes over there and they rock with me, and we just go over and over and over stuff. And one thing I want to say, and I want everybody to understand, go back if you don't believe it, when the Chief Mark is talking about the searchers, he's not saying that don't go and search, but he says the people that's out there in those trenches, he says, God bless you. That's what he says. He says it's not that we just can't turn around and do nothing. Do something. But the way that he says it, it's not like you have to read into how people speak and what they say. They're not going to, hey, 10,000 fan noise. And girl, we needed that too. Thank you, Pretty K. We needed that because we wasn't going nowhere. 10,000 fan noise. All right. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. But I want you guys to understand that, you know, the one thing that the Chief Mark did say, and, you know, at first I was a little angry with him because they did a little mess up or something, but I got over it, you know, I got over it. But one thing that he says, that he always says, he says, I'm here on the behalf of Codi Bigsby. And you know what? He always start off, anytime when they speak about Codi Bigsby, he says, I'm here on the behalf of Codi Bigsby. That is the only person that has ever came on, did a press conference, talked to the news, spoke out, and says, I'm here on the behalf of Codi Bigsby. So, and you know what? As of right now, I'm going to rock with what they're saying. And I believe that they got information that they have not given out. And there's no way in God's green earth that they're going to charge this man with 30 charges of abuse. And the grand jury have seen the evidence and believe that they can prove it. This got nothing to do with Codi. And then you guys going to see, after all this pan out, they're going to go the extra distance because they want Codi. And the only thing he has to do is tell him what happened and who else is involved, because there is somebody else. You guys, that's what I believe. All right, I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a beautiful day. I will see you guys Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. There is another case. I think it's in Tennessee. And we were going to talk about it tonight, but there was just so much that I wanted to hear about Codi, you guys, and everything's going. We just, certain things got to get done. But anyway, the little girl, she's a 1-year-old and she overdosed on cocaine. And so we're going to be checking that story out. And if you guys find any information on it, please send it to me and let me know. Other than that, you guys be good, be great, be nice to each other. And bye.